Hey everybody, going to do a quick video here on a folder structure. This was born out of a conversation over on the PowerDirector users Facebook page. You know, how do you arrange your folders and such? While I have PowerDirector 15, this method will work with any editor really, Adobe or Sony. And this is how I arrange my folders. I've been doing this since Microsoft Movie Maker days. You got a lot of pictures, you got video, you got 2 or 3 different camera setups, audio, so on and so forth. You got to store this stuff in an organized manner, otherwise you're going to get lost. So here we are in my videos folder. Right up here you'll see folder structure. Then I have event, in concert, and weather event. Weather event is the folder that I use for my weather radar time lapse. But let's go here with the event. Inside this event folder I have a folder with project files. I have both older versions of Microsoft Movie Maker and then PowerDirector 15. When I create a project file, this is where those go. Video folder. Galaxy S7, I still have my old Galaxy S4. I have a GoPro, my G1W dash cam, my Rexing dash cam, and my Mavic Pro drone from DJI. Now with each one of these folders, here I have the different variations of the formatting of the video. Okay, that's for video. And I have the same setup for photos. That's where the photos will go. Movies. Here I have my intro and outro movie clips that I will create within PowerDirector University and store them here. Windows Media video file is from the old Movie Maker 6 days. And I have working, you know, like I'm a believer in the modular form of editing. My intro credits are a mini movie that I make. My outro credits and music credits at the end of the video is a mini movie. Then I have what I call the body of the movie. Each one of those has their own separate program file for creation purposes, and then I make that as a movie. Then I reopen my software and put everything in order and do the final editing and so on, and do music last. Sometimes you'll find some editing and some trimming can screw up your music if you're trying to time it. And then I've got where I store my final film. And some paperwork. I have this setup here in Notepad. It's basically everything that'll go in the description of my YouTube upload, all the standard stuff that's going to be in every single video. And then I just copy that and paste that into the description area on YouTube. Okay, let's back out of here. Okay, here's that folder right there, the event folder. I have the same thing set up for my weather radar time-lapse videos, but with a little bit different setup for capturing the screen, capture pictures and so on. But it's basically the same as the event. Okay, so I'm going to make a movie, and you know, so I'm out camping and I'm flying the drone around or something like that, and I want to put that all together. Okay, so I come back here. Okay, my folder structure video, back into that event. Copy it, back out. All right, enter. Where'd it go? Right there. All right, so this, for just this purposes, I'm going to call this Mavic Camping. Okay, now I have that folder. Open it up. All my pictures and video will go into the proper subfolders, and then I know where it's at. Okay, as I mentioned, I like to create my movies in a modular fashion, so I'm going to back out of this again, get back to my main videos folder, and over here I have a folder called Video Common Files. And here I have subfolders. Here's intro, the project files from Movie Maker days, and PowerDirector 15. My studio name, of course, is Studio David. In here, I've gone through PowerDirector and I've created all of these openings using various effects for my opening panel. Okay, we'll back out of here, and then I have the actual movies that I've made. This is my intro panel. I've gone through and saved all of these. They're about 6 seconds long, and I rotate these through my openings to keep it fresh. I kind of like this one. Okay. As I've been recording this, I've been making a movie that will, be this tutorial. So I haven't saved it yet. So let's get into PowerDirector here. And here's the captures that as I've been talking here, and I haven't saved it yet, so we have an untitled project. So what I would do here is I go to File, Save Project As, get into my videos. This is the Mavic camping test, project files, PowerDirector 15, and I'll call this Mavic camping body, or main. Okay, we'll back out of here. Then I have my outros, project files, PowerDirector 15, my spotlight, my cameras, my software, and then the actual movies of those. Again, this is stuff that is going to be on every video that I make. I just like to have some consistency in the intros and the outros. So with all these movies, these mini movies being here for me, when I want to make a movie, I can just plug those right in the timeline of PowerDirector, and it makes things a lot simpler. Okay, let's make this even simpler. Let's get back to where we were, which is Mavic Camping, project files, PowerDirector 15. I have this template here that, click on that, save changes to the one, whoops, never mind. Let's get back out of here. Let's try this one more time. I've already saved that, make changes, no, merge, no. Here's the template that I have made that I just plug stuff in. Let's play this super quick. As a placeholder, I have one of my opening panels. And the music I use for every opening. This will be my header. This is a title that I'll fill in everything that has something to do with this video that I'm creating. Okay, then in here I have my watermark already laid in, and I can double click on that in PowerDirector here and change the whole parameters and the colors and the fades and so on and so forth there. Then this is where the main body of the movie would go. And of course things might shift in PowerDirector. Then I come down to the end credits and the piece of music that I like to use for those. That's a blank spot where the other movie credit would go. I have all the movie credits on a little mini movie of their own just to drop and plug right in here. And speaking of dropping and plugging in, that's kind of cool. There's my motorhome. Okay, speaking of plugging and dropping in, I've found that a lot of people do not realize this, that you don't have to import things into your library for each individual project. You can drag it from the folder that it is residing in and drop it right on the timeline where you want it, and it'll automatically insert itself into the library. Let me do that here real quick to show you. Okay, while I have a multiple monitor setup, here's the video that I'm making here now. I've got everything kind of resized. So here I have Capture 14 on the screen recorder, and the one that we just made was 15, so I'm going to go find, here's 15 right here. I don't have to import it into the library, just drag it from the folder that it resides in. This is true with any picture or video in the equipment folders in the event folder. Just drag her down to the timeline where you want it and drop it. You don't have to import. I find this a lot easier than importing, plus I can do it at will, change things up, and so on and so forth. Keep things as simple as you can. If you've been working with any kind of software editing for any length of time, things can get real messy real quick. Okay, so there's that one, and now I'll plug in the one that we just did right here right now. Okay, so let's put this into practice. going to go up here to the Mavic Camping Test folder, Project Files, PowerDirector 15, and the template, the Plug and Go template. Okay, here is that template now loaded up into PowerDirector. Okay, so I'm going to use the opening page that I've got here as a placeholder, which is that one right there. Okay, now remember I'm on a multiple monitor system, so I'm working off a separate screen. I have already produced the main body movie that I will then insert this video into, showing the actual practice. So this will just give you a reference. So I've already produced that main body movie. I'll go off screen here, grab that, hold it, bring it over, and drop it into my template. Insert and move all clips. Okay, because it's about 10 minutes long there. Let's go ahead and shrink this down. Okay, so there is the main body of my movie that I just inserted into the timeline, into the template here. So here I pretty much have the finished project. If I wanted to have the watermark in there, I would just stretch it out to where I wanted it to be. Double click on it. I'll leave that right there for now. I may have to change the color. It might work pretty good. I might remove it altogether. It depends on how I feel when I'm looking at the final project there. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at that, what happens here. Hey everybody, going to do a quick video here on folder structure. And I have it fade in pretty slowly. So that's actually working pretty good. Okay. Alright, so that's my procedure. Okay, that's my procedure, how I build my videos. I'll get down here into the, oh, one more thing. The music, I use royalty-free music off of YouTube, and I have a folder over here in music. There's the YouTube music, there's the music, and I got it broke down into the different groups. I really like Kevin Mack stuff. But here's all the MP3s that I can then put into the video that I'm creating in the soundtrack for background music. Okay, and that's how I create my videos. I hope you can find this of some use. Keep things easy and clean, and you'll not regret it. One final note, the screen capture program that I am using is Cyberlink Screen Recorder. I got that in the ultimate package of PowerDirector 15 that I have. It works really good. I think you will agree. Thank you very much.